currently on the road to 4,000 subscribers. It would be greatly appreciated if you could take 1 second to sub to the channel. Enjoy the rest of the video. Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy King07 here, back with another video. Before we get into this video, I just want to remind you all out there, the other kings and queens, and I hope you all are having a very blessed day. And I'm back with another NBA2K23 build video. And in today's build video, I'm going to be going ahead and showing you guys the top 3 shooting guard builds in NBA 2K23 next gen. Now, before we get into the build, it's very important to distinguish what makes a good shooting guard build. You want your shooting guard to be able to be a sniper. You want him to alleviate pressure off your point guard by being able to handle the rock when the point guard loses stamina. You want him to be able, most times a shooting guard is also the on-ball lock, or if not, he's not on-ball, he's off-ball, playing up top in the 2-3 zone. And then last but not least, you want your shooting guard to be able to cut or to be able to take it to the bucket whenever he is needed, right? So every build I'm about to show you right now, these 3 builds, they can do those 4 things that I just described. And 2 of the builds are going to be 6'7", and the last build is going to be 6'9". I know it's really tall as a shooting guard, but you got to keep in mind that this 2K, every point guard is like 6'7". So 6'9" shooting guard isn't like too crazy to think about. And if you're running in rec, if you're running a 6'7", 6'7", 6'9", 6'9", and a 7'1" or 7 foot center, that's the meta lineup right now, honestly speaking. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into the build. So like I said, these are all shooting guards. The first build, and I'll explain the differences in all the builds for sure, because they are different. Although the 2 6'7s are the same height, they're very different play styles. So you can go 6'7", 201 pounds, and 6'10" wingspan. I'll just go ahead and say this first build, it is an absolute sniper. This is your sniper, your type of 3-and-D that still has finishing on it though at the same time. Keep that in mind. So your shooting is going to be a 93 3-pointer with your mid-range shot being a 78 and your free throw being a 77. Now we're showing you this build is also going to be the best ball handler. So it's going to be the best sniper and the best ball handler out of the 3 builds. So for this build, you're going to put your ball handle up to an 85. The reason you put up to an 85 is so you get silver handles for days, and your speed with ball is going to max out. You're actually going to put it at 83, while your pass accuracy goes up to a 73. With these shooting guard builds, you don't necessarily need that 80 pass accuracy or like high 70s pass accuracy threshold, because you're the 2 guard. You're not going to be the one primarily dotting. If you're given the ball, your job is to score. Put it in the bucket by any means possible, all right? And in terms of the finishing, what you're going to want to do, you're going to put it up to an 86 driving dunk. Still really good and respectable. You put your driving layup up to a 73, and your close shot goes up to a 54. So far you got 11 finishing, 24 shooting, 20 playmaking, and on the defensive side of things, you don't fall off at all. So your steal is going to be a 90 steal with a 86 perimeter defense, and your interior is going to be a 70, while at the same time your block is going to be a 75. I found that the sweet spot for blocks, I always put all my builds to 75, because at 75 you get gold chase down artists, which is really broken in this game. Maybe not necessarily for getting blocks, but for getting a behind contest. Like say someone's about to drive and dunk on you and they're in front of you, sometimes you'll just go jump and you'll get a contest somehow even though you're behind. Defensive rebounding, put that up to a 47. Now the physical, you got a 78 speed, your acceleration goes to a 76, your strength is a 45, your vertical is a 68, and then your stamina, you max it out to a 95. So like I said guys, this build right here is the primary. It's a splash brother with really good ball handling, still at the same time having good defense and relatively decent finishing. So let's go ahead and move on to the second build. Let me tell you what takeovers. For this build specifically, you want to go limitless range, and then secondary, you want to throw extreme clamps. That's probably going to be the common theme for all of them. And with all 3 of these builds, unfortunately, you don't get any rare build name. They are very common build names, but you get shades of Eddie Jones, Desmond Bane, and DeJounte Murray. I guess I would say this is kind of like a Desmond Bane type of build, but you have built a 3-and-D 2 guard. Let's go ahead and move on to build number 2. With build number 2, the physicals that are going to change, you're going to end up switching your not only your wingspan but your weight as well. Your wingspan goes to a 7'1", and then your weight goes up to 235 pounds. And we're going to be putting that specifically to utilize one attribute, which is a big difference between your first and second build that I'm showing you, is the strength. The strength you're going to put all the way maxed out to an 89, so you get gold bully. And let's go ahead and show you what more you get in the finishing department. You're going to end up with a 93 driving dunk. Really, really good. Your driving layup is going to be an 80, and then your close shot is going to go up to a 75, with your other attributes being 43 and 43 and 29 respectively. So you end up with 16 finishing badges. But primarily, well, keep in mind, guys, you do end up getting 4 extra badges from becoming a regular starter in the NBA, plus 1 badge after becoming level 39 in each season. So you could easily put your 20 finishing badges on this build, and you'll be able to get probably bully and limitless takeoff. I would say with 20, yeah, you do get it. You do get both. And then with the shooting, obviously the shooting isn't going to be as high. Your wingspan is higher than the previous build, but you're still going to get good shooting. Your three-point shot is going to be an 85 three-pointer with a 74 midi, and your free throw is going to be 77. So still you get 20 shooting badges. Really, really good. Your playmaking, like I said before, your playmaking is also going to suffer a little bit in comparison to the previous build. So your pass actually goes up to 72. Your ball handler, you want that at a 75. Make sure you get that Paul George size up escape package, and then your speed of the ball, you're going to throw that on a 76 with the 75 ball handle. Now this is where things get, this is where I would say the main 2 categories that flip-flop from the first build is your defense and finishing are much better in comparison to your first build, right? The reason is because your steal is going to go to a 95 steal, and you're going to unlock the most broken badge in 2K23, which is going to be gold glove. Anything gold, Hall of Fame glove, I don't know about Hall of Fame, but gold glove, you just press the steal button once, you're gonna get the steal. Doesn't matter if the point guards has a goal unpluckable. It does not matter, bro. This badge is the most most broken badge in all of 2K23 by far. Not even close, like I keep saying. Perimeter defense go up to an 86. Your interior is gonna be an 81, with your block continuing to be that 75 threshold, and your defensive rebounding get a little bit higher as a 60. Then your physical is your 79 speed. You get 75 acceleration with 75 vertical, and then your stamina is 95. I had someone comment on my last video how most of the times my driving dunk and my vertical, they don't really correlate, and that's because if you're looking to be as comp as possible, the only real driving dunk like package that you need is going to be quick drops off of 1. And all you need for that is 80 driving dunk and 60 vertical. Oh, at the same time, why won't you just put 80 driving dunk and 60 vertical on every build? Because when you put 93 driving dunk, you're able to get that gold limit. Oh, I just upgraded something by accident. You're able to get that gold limitless takeoff. I do believe it's at 86, but with 93, what is it, posterizer? Yeah, you get posterizer. You just get a bunch of things. And the higher you put your driving dunk, the more finishing badges you're gonna get overall. And I did mess something up, so let me just make sure 1 second. All right, so this is the final attribute count. I actually didn't mess anything up. All I did was put the +1 on strength. It went down to 88 for some reason. So make sure you have that 89 strength. It's very important. And for this badge specifically, I'm throwing the primary takeover as extreme as I would throw extreme clamps, and then secondary I would throw finishing moves for sure. So let's go ahead and move on to build number 3. Did forget to show you guys what the build name is going to be, so let me go ahead and show you guys the build name. I do think it's called a two-way inside-out scorer. You do get very similar shades. This time you get Jaylen Brown and Zach LaVine. I don't really remember who the first shades were, but yeah, you do get a two-way inside-out scorer, and I'm pretty sure it's the same exact name for this third build, which is going to be the 6'9" build. So go ahead into the shooting guard. You're going to be 6'9", and let me pull up on my phone the picture and see what exactly the other attributes are going to be. So we got 6'9", 216 pounds with a 7'7" wingspan. This build is pure menace to society. And you know what? We're going to start off with the finishing. You're going to get 99 driving dunk. 99 driving dunk with an 85 close shot. 85, and then your driving layup is going to be an 87 driving layup. and 64 standing dunk. So you get 20 finishing badges on this build. Your shooting is not going to be bad either. You're going to get 82 3 ball with 71 midi, and your free throw is going to be a 68. So you get 20 finishing, 17 shooting, and in terms of the playmaking, you're going to want to put your pass accuracy. I think it's the highest pass accuracy I've had on any of these builds. It's going to be 76 with a 75 ball handle for that Paul George has escape. Speed of the ball is going to be 74 speed of the ball. And then for your defense, it's very, very, very good. This is probably the most well-rounded build, except I just feel like the way finishing is, bro, like finishing carries this build a lot. Obviously, if you look at the other two categories, playmaking and shooting, you get 16 badges and 17 badges per category, which is still really good. But that finishing a 99 driving dunk, that is crazy, bro. But with the defense, you get, or I put the block up by accident, but it's not. It's going to be a 90 steal with 86. The reason I put on every build, the reason I put 86 perimeter D, because you lower it, then you lose out on silver clamps. But if you put it to 86, you get silver clamps. Then the interior defense, you want to put this to a 70, and your block yet again to a 75 block. Your defense is going to be a 41 rebounding, like that, and then your speed is going to be, so it's actually the fastest of any build, and you're 6'9", so you're going to throw an 81 speed. Your acceleration is going to be a 76, with your strength being an 82, so you get silver bully and silver brick wall. Vertical is going to be an 80, and then max out your stamina to a 94. Now in terms of the fit of the takeovers, for sure for this one, you're going finishing 100%. You're throwing finishing moves on, and then the secondary, I would probably put I don't know, maybe enhanced jump shot contest, because you are 6'9", so just by putting your hand up, you're probably going to get a really good contest. And guys, those are going to be the top 3 shooting guard builds in NBA 2K23 Next Gen. If you did make any of these builds, comment down below how you liked it. And if you are going to make any of these builds, or which one you think is the best of these 3 builds, also comment that down below. But if you did overall enjoy the build video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. It's been your boy, King07, and I'm out. Peace.